How long do they have? Because if someone's not present, then we should be able to move forward after a certain time. And
Ma'am,
I'm in nursing school.
ma'am, I will control how this one goes. And so I will tell you the procedure today. I understand that you sound sort of frustrated, but I
Because
need
I've
to,
been waiting for approximately 25 minutes. Court was at 11:30. So if we're required to be here at a certain time, it should be starting at a certain time.
do you think, oh, no, that's not how that works. Do you think you're the only individual that has a case on today?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Okay,
I'm
well then
saying
you
my
wait
court was
until
scheduled for
you're,
11:30. So don't be
well,
disrespectful.
okay, you could go back into the waiting room and then I'll call you back after I handle the next matter.
Here's a classic courtroom moment. Notice how the judge stays calm despite the frustration and demands of the litigant. Legally, the judge has every right to manage the proceedings and enforce decorum. For the audience, this is a prime example of patience and procedural control in action, something that can make or break a trial.
Thank you. Miss Sanchez didn't want to do it today, so it needs to be pushed out to a different date so she can be in person. Let's go ahead and look at the dates. So the next availability is November 19th at 3 p.m. Does that work for all parties?
We'll
With
make
what?
it work here.
With what, Judge?
What do you mean with what?
With what judge would be there? Is it you?
I am the judge, yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to put in a request for a different judge because I would like a fair trial and I don't think you're being very fair with me. So
That's wonderful. Please file the paperwork. That
I
would be great.
definitely will.
Sounds great. All right. So the hearing, 3 p.m., courtroom 6. Does that work for all parties?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's get that in the system. Okay, so now that it has moved to November 19th, 3 p.m., courtroom 6, you have the opportunity to appear in person or virtually, okay? So if you do not want to be there in person, you do not have to. It's the same login information. It would just be in courtroom 6 and not 8, okay? So
Okay.
that would be at 3 p.m. And let me look up the dates and give you the new drop-off date. So Rodman Realty, we do have all your exhibits that have been submitted. So you do not need to resubmit your exhibits. If you want to additionally add anything in, you may, but these will be reserved for the trial on the 19th, November 19th, okay?
Okay.
If
Notice the procedural clarity here. 2 copies of every exhibit, deadlines clearly set. This is where legal precision matters. Missing 1 copy or 1 deadline could seriously impact a party's case. For viewers, it's a perfect illustration of how the law values organization and preparation.
if any party wants to additionally submit any exhibits, you will have until the 7th, November 7th, which is a Friday. There needs to be 2 copies of every exhibit submitted, so that way the court can retain a copy, and that way the other party can have another copy of the exhibit as well, and just know what is being presented against them. So let me go ahead and open this. All right. So I believe you already.
Here's where the drama kicks in. A litigant being removed to cool down. In court, tempers can flare, but judges have to maintain order. For the audience, it's a reminder of how high-stakes emotions mix with legal procedure. Every word counts.
Rodman Realty, you guys already presented 2 copies of everything, right? So you don't need to double up. Okay. Nothing was received from the plaintiff at this time.
Rodman
so you
has
have
received.
you
Rodman
have until
has.
November 7th to submit any evidence that you would like to submit. It needs to be 2 copies of everything. So that way Rodman Realty can come and pick up anything they may need.
Rodman has received exhibits online. I'm not going to argue with you. You're being extremely disrespectful yourself. And I have rights as a citizen and in a courtroom.
I'm really sorry. I removed her into the waiting room for her to cool down for a second.
Okay.
I'll bring her back in a few minutes.
Okay. But you see what we've been dealing with.
I'm not going to make a comment on that, but you don't get to talk to people like that, especially to a judicial officer. So I'm going to give her a
Right.
second to calm down.
Okay.
So yes,
Mm,
I am witnessing a lot. So, but I'm not going to make a comment on it, but yes,
of course. Right.
it is disrespectful. So I apologize. We're just going to wait a few minutes and then I'll bring her
Okay.
back in. And if it keeps happening, she'll just receive notice in the mail with the new court dates and I'm not going to tolerate this. So, Madam Clerk, we're just going to stay on the record. We're just going to. It's November 7th. Yes, November 7th was the additional evidence day, and then November 19th at 3 p.m. courtroom 6. Yes. Okay, so. Okay, so let me look up this court rule for affidavitting a judge, because she may be very happy with what she's about to find out.
Get this. Okay.
All right, Madam Clerk. So, Madam Clerk, we are going to bring her back in. If at any point she starts being rude, can you just mute her and she can just listen? Yes. Okay. All right, so we are continuing on with this setting of dates. So November 7th will be the date that all parties can turn in 2 copies of every exhibit. And then November 10th is when all parties can come and pick up any exhibits that may have been dropped off for them. As I said, Rodman Realty, we already have your exhibits. So if there's anything in addition that you want to drop off, it would be the 7th. You do not need to provide copies of the previous exhibits again. That is already for pickup for Miss Sanchez if she does want it. So just clarifying that. Okay. All right. So November 7th. Okay. Well, there we go. So, I mean, I guess she could have signed off. There was nothing additional that needed to be said. So 7th, 10th is pickup, 19th is trial. I think she's going to be very unhappy when she finds out that I will be the judge there, but there is a chance that she can try to affidavit me. I think she has passed the deadline. So I'll probably see you on the 19th.
Okay. Okay. We look forward to it.
Yes. Very, very excited for it. See you on the 19th.
Okay. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you. Bye to all
Thank
parties.
you.